And yeah, the head of security there, he was one of the people walking out with the congressman. Now, how would I know that? I just have a gift for recognizing people, and yeah, maybe it's not him. Maybe he has doppelganger, but somebody with the same mannerisms, the same crick in his neck, face, waxy look on his face, hand gestures, shoulder shrug, gait, approximate height, haircut, definitely walked past me. And
if
in
you
the
had
hotel,
to put it at a percentage that you were looking at Brian Harpole, maybe he's got a brother in the military, who knows, right? Maybe he does have a doppelganger. He's got a twin brother, who knows? And I want to be clear, I can confirm on this podcast live every step of your story in terms of where you went, what time you were there, that there was this big meeting that happened. I confirmed the location with other people that are on Fort Huachuca currently. I can confirm everything with metadata. I obviously can't confirm that you saw who you say you saw. If you had to put it at a percentage that you saw Brian Harpole, what percentage would you put it at?
95.
95%. Okay.
95 to 99.
Folks, this is just getting crazier and crazier. A couple of days ago, Candace puts on a show, and it is about her meeting with Erica Kirk, which was a private meeting, not a public one, which a lot of people were upset about. I understand it. I understand that it probably would have been, honestly, say a little bit heated if it was public. Both of them are pretty passionate about what's going on right now. Both of them want the truth. I would say just different strategies and different motivations. But what a lot of people noticed during Candace's live stream, where it said my meeting with Erica, is that her tune completely changed, almost to an apologist. And I'm not speculating anything here. I'm not saying that she folded or got paid off or, any of the other theories out there. But when somebody wants to meet, especially in private, it's usually going to be a situation where it's like, hey, come on, ease up on us. If you want things to talk about, here is a list of things that you can go after. But stop talking about Erica, stop talking about this, and stop talking about this, and we're good. Or potentially going to sue you. There were lawyers involved, bunch of other stuff. I imagine that is probably how it went. Remember, this is an organization that is very, very well funded. This is not some lemonade stand on the side of the road. And Candace's audience noticed. Here are the comments on this video from Candace. Transparency is never found in private meetings. That's where deals are made. I think I just realized we the people will never be allowed to know. My advice is to put the phones down and go outside. These people can't be trusted. It's a big club and we aren't in it. 4.5 hours of conversation, yet we the people are still confused as fuck. I've been watching this for 25 minutes and still don't have a clue on what's going on. I would say that's probably the most accurate comment on the entire video. She talked for about an hour and a half and literally didn't say much. And so the question becomes, what happened during that meeting? We can all speculate, but ultimately it doesn't matter because the video that she put out yesterday tells us a lot. And based on the shift that I've seen from Candace, she's still asking questions. She's still got that fire. It's just, she's not following up with the questions. So what we have here is Candace telling us that, one, Andrew Colvett completely made up the surgeon's statement, which I don't know if there's some kind of crime involved with that. I know the surgeon can for sure sue the shit out of him, but he made up the whole Charlie Kirk's neck is like the man of steel. And it's really kind of sick when you think that he made this up. It's really kind of sick. It's like, what did you think was going to happen? Did you think people who understand ballistics or even have a little bit of knowledge of guns are going to be like, okay, sure, he's the man of steel, dude. But honestly, the more concerning thing here is Candace said that she had talked to somebody that is a trusted source, and the surgeon said most likely a frangible 30-06 round that hit Charlie. Folks, gold has nearly doubled the performance of the S&P 500 over the last 25 years. Since 2000, a $10,000 investment in gold would have grown to $127,000, while that same $10,000 sits in the S&P at $77,000. The message is unmistakable. Owning gold is one of the smartest defensive moves an American can make. But look, gold's recent surge isn't the ending. It's the beginning. Even major asset managers say that this is a quiet revolution, and they're reshaping portfolios to have at least 20% gold. And historically, the best time to buy is before the new year. So call the proud Americans at Patriot Gold Group before it's too late. Mention heavy duty and you'll get 2 free silver American Eagles on a qualifying purchase. Also ask about their no fee for life IRA, where your IRA or 401k can be backed by physical gold and silver, and you may qualify for 0 fees for life on eligible rollovers. So call now. It's 888-520-4514. They'll take great care of everyone.
That the quotation that Andrew Colbert shared on his X feed is not a direct quotation from the surgeon, like at all. Rather, what I was told is that what the surgeon communicated very clearly to Andrew, and yes, it is absolutely true that the surgeon, Dr. Lee Trotter, hunts, so he does have experience with bullets. What he communicated is that it was likely a frangible bullet that was used. Now, for those of you who don't hunt, maybe don't shoot, and you're not familiar with that term, frangible, like what's a frangible bullet? That refers to a specialized ammunition that is designed to disintegrate into powder upon impact with a hard surface. So it essentially reduces the risk of a ricochet. Instead, the bullet fragments, makes it safer for close range training. It's not like the traditional bullets that are created to retain mass. Now, key part there is it eliminates the risk of ricocheting. Well, Andrew also told us that the bullet did ricochet. So what we have here is a conflict of statements. We are told that Andrew Colbert was flying blind, put up this tweet, said that the bullet ricocheted downward into his stomach, whatever. And I am telling you that on the other side of this, we have people who are close to the surgeon who say he said no such thing, and rather he said that it was likely a frangible bullet. What are we to make of that discrepancy? Yo, no say, Padres.
I mean, I have a lot to say about it. Why don't we start with this? Y'all can see my cursor right here. The bullet had a trajectory kind of like this, a little bit downward into his neck, okay? Now the theory is that the surgeon said that it was probably a frangible 30-06 round. I'm going to debunk this right now. And I am extremely surprised that Candace just left it at that. Now, it's probably from her lack of knowledge of shooting or understanding stuff. She literally read the Google definition of a frangible round on her show, which is fair if you don't know much about it. But I want to go over the ricochet thing first, just to get this out of the way. Both his security guy, who went on Sean Ryan, and then this Andrew Colvett guy say that it came in, it hit the vertebra, ricocheted down to C6. Based on the angle it was going, it would have hit below C6. So it would have had to ricochet up. Also, if the story is that a frangible round hit him, a frangible round is not going to ricochet. It's going to break apart. But once again, if we're going by the definition of a frangible round, usually they're used in training. They're very uncommonly used as loads when you go hunting. They're most commonly used in CQB training. So what I want to do is go through some of the likelihood here that it was a frangible round. So just so everybody's clear here, before I show this video, a 30-06 frangible round are extremely hard to get. Go online right now and see if you can find anybody that has them in stock. You're sure as hell not going to walk into any local gun shop, Cabela's, Bass Pro Shop, any place like that and buy a frangible 30-06. Why? Because there is no logical reason why somebody would want one for any level of hunting or any level of self-defense. You would want a hollow point, a soft point, or a full metal jacket. Frangible makes sense in none of those applications. Now, Candace gave the correct definition, but she kind of missed some context here. She said that they break apart or turn into dust or powder when they hit a hard surface. Would anyone say that your neck is considered a hard surface? Can you push your neck in with your finger with a half a pound of force? Yes. Is it like a table? Is it like your walls in your home? Is it like your concrete driveway? Is it like a steel plate? That's what they're talking about when they say you shoot a steel plate with a frangible round. There is still going to be some level of fragmentation, but most likely it's going to turn to this powder thing. That is not the same case when it goes through soft tissue. Here's a test done. And by the way, today, me and a couple of buddies are actually filming our own test on this. It's going to be a fun video. But here we have it. This is a 30-06 going through ballistics gel that is probably 3 times the width, probably a lot more than Charlie's neck. And it goes all the way through. So let's go through the statements so far. First, they said that his neck stopped the round, that he was like the Man of Steel, and okay, great. That was complete BS, according to whatever source Candace has. Then they come out with this thing where it's most likely a frangible round. My question is, did they pull the round out for evidence? I feel like that would be a very big piece of evidence. Understanding, well, they found a 30-06 in the woods, just presented all nice in this fucking box. This matters. Everybody seems so nonchalant about it. The surgeon, even Candace Owens at this point. The type of round matters. If it was a frangible round, yes. Sure, there is a higher chance, but how much higher? It still has the velocity. It still has the weight and the mass. It still has the mass. A frangible round does not do the same thing on soft tissue that it does when you hit a piece of steel with it or a concrete block. So in my opinion, I still don't buy it. I don't buy it. But this is kind of the shift that I personally am seeing from Candace, and it's that where are the follow-up questions? It's just they told us that it's frangible. I don't think people understand how hard it is to get a 30-06 frangible round. I don't know how Tyler Robinson would have gotten one. I don't know anybody who just keeps frangible rifle rounds just... Oh, well, I want something that doesn't penetrate as good, and I want something that breaks apart. Instead of, I want something that expands when it hits somebody's body, or I want something that can penetrate straight through a damn moose. It just doesn't make any sense. So here's what I would say. I think everybody needs to continue to question stuff. If Candace lets up or is letting up, that's on her. I'm not really buying any of this, and I don't think you should either.